Sometimes the worst betrayal isn't what someone does to you. It's what you do to the people who trust you most. This is a story about secrets so deep even I started to believe my own lies. I didn't mean to become a liar. At first, it was just one tiny omission, something I told myself I'd fix later. But that tiny thing snowballed until I couldn't even remember what the truth sounded like anymore. My name's Kelsey, and I ruined everything, my relationship, my friendships, and the one person who actually loved me. I was with Alex for almost 6 years. He was the kind of guy who brought me soup when I was sick, remembered my coworkers' names, even though he'd never met them, and always made sure my car had gas when I forgot. He wasn't flashy. He didn't post long captions on Instagram or write me poems, but he showed up always, and I loved him, or I thought I did. The cracks started when I got a new job at a PR firm downtown. Everything there was fast-paced, trendy, exciting. I felt alive in a way I hadn't in years. That's also where I met Evan. Evan was loud, charismatic, dangerously charming. He flirted like breathing and looked at me like he already knew every secret I hadn't even told myself yet. I told myself it was harmless. Everyone at the office had crushes, but I started staying late, taking longer lunch breaks, laughing at jokes that weren't really that funny. Then one night at an office party, Evan kissed me. I pulled away. Then I kissed him back. The lie started the next morning. Alex asked how the party was, and I said, fun, nothing, wild. That was it. 4 words, but they rewrote the script of my life. The next lie came a week later when Evan asked if I'd come to his place just to talk. I told Alex I was meeting a girlfriend for dinner. Then I told myself it was only emotional. Then I told myself I could stop anytime. By month 3, Evan and I were practically in a relationship. Secret coffee runs, hotel rooms booked under fake names, text deleted before I got home. And yet, I never left Alex. Why? Because Evan was chaos, but Alex was safety. Evan excited me, but Alex grounded me. And I convinced myself I could have both. But juggling 2 lives isn't as easy as it sounds. I had to remember what story I told whom. I had to time calls, hide receipts, fake moods, and over time, the weight of the lies changed me. I snapped at Alex more. I resented his questions. I rolled my eyes when he said, I love you, not because I didn't, but because I couldn't stand the guilt anymore. Still, I kept going. Then one night, it all almost came crashing down. I forgot to silence my phone. Evan's message lit up my screen just as Alex handed it to me from the nightstand. He didn't open it, just looked at the name, then at me. Who's Evan? He asked, voice calm. Too calm. My stomach dropped. I lied. Of course I did. I said he was a coworker who sometimes texted late for work. Emergencies. Alex nodded, said nothing, went to sleep. I didn't sleep at all. The next morning, he acted like nothing happened, kissed me goodbye, sent me a playlist at lunch. I should have ended it right then, but I didn't because by then I'd lied for so long. I didn't know how to stop, and then karma finally caught up. It was a Saturday morning. Alex said he was going to visit his sister. I stayed home scrolling mindlessly when a message popped up on my screen. It was from a random account. No profile picture, no name. All it said was, thought you should see this. Attached was a picture of me and Evan in his car kissing, smiling. I froze. Then another message. You should come clean before someone else does. My heart felt like it stopped. I had no idea who sent it. Evan swore he didn't tell anyone. I panicked. Called him. No answer. Called. Again. Voicemail. I waited all day for Alex to come home. When he did, I was a mess. I tried to talk, but he just looked at me and said, "Don't bother." He knew. He pulled out his phone and played a voice recording. My voice, a conversation I'd had with Evan on speakerphone, laughing, talking about our weekend away. I crumbled. Alex told me he'd suspected for weeks. The night he saw Evan's name, he started watching, checking, listening, and when he found the proof, he didn't explode. He just shut down. "I wanted you to come clean," he said, "but you never did. You chose him over me every single day and then lied to my face." I begged. I sobbed. I told him I'd fix it. I told him I loved him. He just nodded. "You love the version of me that doesn't ask questions, the one who stays." That guy's gone. He left that night. Evan disappeared too. Apparently, once the thrill was gone, so was he. I was alone. And for the first time in years, I had no one to lie to. The worst part wasn't losing Alex, though that still hurts. Every day, the worst part was realizing I didn't even know how to be honest anymore. I tried therapy. I journaled. I apologized over and over, but nothing brings back what I broke. Not just Alex's trust, but my own sense of who I was. You don't notice the slow rot of lying. It's like mold in the walls, hidden until it's everywhere. By the time you smell the damage, the structure's already falling. I think back to the first lie, that tiny simple sentence. Nothing wild. It was the most dangerous thing I ever said because it taught me I could lie and still be loved. Now I know better. When you lie long enough, you lose more than trust. You lose your identity. This story is a painful reminder that the truth will wait, but the people you love won't. Don't let your lies speak louder than your